This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. When we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mama's alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you be, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From Salone to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. We voice, armies openly make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, a place to be. We the young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know belong.
It is very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And I hope say when they get you loud and clear. When I welcome to yet another very, very important segment once more, as we get some very, 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 very serious and important discussion tonight here. I hope say they get yourself loud and clear from the other side. No problem, right? As we want to start the program proper one. Right. Let we give a heads up, and as we rush up here, loud and clear. Thank you, Nicole Camera. Now begin at the heads up on the screen. I'm sure plenty people now this platform don't they raise this question. They say, oh, Salone failed states, Salone, some of we disagree, in many, many respects, we say no, Sierra Leone not reach to the definition of waiting, then we say a failed state. But however, things seems to be turning away from, even the ordinary discussion, the sense that the current president of America, when not Donald Trump, don't spark huge, what I say, tsunami across not only Africa, but within some certain, not only Sierra Leone, but within Africa in general. Not just focus on Africa, because this one, it hugely impacts the African continent. As you see, most of the people that were born, the countries are mainly from Africa, where a lot of people in the say this nation racist policy in a thin veil hiding behind immigration policy. Okay, but are we unconcerned in that? This is not the question where a lot of people need to ask. What's in our own day? You go drink, me go check, or me go drink, you go check. Huh? What's in our own day? Afghanistan go kill person. Why Afghanistan person? He kill. Why What is Sierra Leone concern there? Well, Trump not fool. America not fool. Not to mistake the mistake. Now, it seems as if he's coming plainly, boldly, and saying, accusing Sierra Leone, among other nations, for saying, because he's part of the failed states there, one failed states. In fact, if they directly to Somalia, you make a blanket statement, but the blanket statement, it confirmed, because the countries where then ban, then they are the other, they include as failed states. But anyway, go look into that. But perhaps another thing where you go and pay attention on are the MCC fund. The MCC fund would only read, they don't turn me so, they don't count we so, they don't turn me so, they don't count. Yeah, my poverty no good. Your biggest enemy, not poverty. Then they take them from me. Your biggest enemy, not poverty. Now poverty, now they make you some people and they sell them birthrights. Now poverty, now they make even you picking out also and they respect you. Poverty, they make even your wife, no, they even respect you. Even your man, no, they respect you. Poverty, they make now the society, even regardless of your age, then they don't even consider you. Poverty, now the bold, clear enemy of mankind. Individually, as a government, as a nation, now that's most African countries in the face. The humiliation is too much for me. The humiliation, my good God. This century, if African leaders are not buck up, well, I'm afraid we will get time again. Because everywhere, now Asia, then they drive we. Now Europe, then they drive we. Now America, then they drive. Even the way on continent against us will not get peace of mind. What in do we? Anyway, we go look into that. So the MCC fund from your source we gets in order for calm under Mother Bio regime. Now, what did they do? Because they already, in fact, according to my source, the Trump administration, of course, initially we don't know say them councillor. Indeed, them be maintained for councillor, they don't know give salon. However, based on lobby, then look at say Sierra Leone. Okay, I will explain on the details as I just finish first with the headlines. That now the MCC, the possibility for law get I don't even more slimmer. The Chief Justice where now Komba, it don't pull a proposal on, but probably a directive. This directive don't risk so many questions along opposition figures, dissenting voices, or say if they catch anybody when convict per illicit drug activities, then they jail them for 30 years, not less than 30 years. All right. Yeah, enough. We'll go for can look into that. We also go pay attention on this death scand. This man where you see now you page now in the immigration boss owner Dr. Moses Tifa Bola Balo puts the interview na Truth Media. It disclosed one shocking statement where a lot of people in the actor na social media, if this is for real. Because Mr. Seguin, when it talk anyway, the shocking statement we input, as we know, we own passports, we outsource to a foreign entity for printer for it. In itself, it will be a question mark, right? Because now with national identity, it will be a question mark. It should be produced, it should be printed. We say boudoir for we self. I not see the extra special equipment then when net page gets where we know able as a government. So this is why where people like Trump, they say Salona failed states. Well, sometimes you go and look at them from the you want to look at them from a nationalistic point of view and vex, to so means because the definition of a failed state is clearly there, But if you look at the way they deal with things, if you want like we don't get brains, you know like now our Thailand now we brain, I know they understand. I don't see the logic. Anyway, well, they can't play that short clip, on help we open the line, I don't understand the logic behind this whole thing. Because it look like that the same pattern what they do to we minerals, we huge minerals, and then they implement across all. Anyway, in the name of privatization, we also go look deeply on the police investigation, where some people, these are just a wild accusation. They say somebody attempt to go thief, then catch her, and then kill her. But this is part of the lawlessness within the country. Or assume, say, this person a thief man, they want go thief. What if you do? Can go to the police. But if you take the law na killer, don't go beg and secretly a criminal offense. Anyway, they bring and come. Now on the African stage, I'm sure for a lot of people who are watching the African news, Samia again is on the news. This time around, she was directly challenging the US, or perhaps maybe the colonial master, to say, who are you? In our own speech, defending the atrocities, the killing of hundreds of civilians. And now the Trump administration, of course, they fired back. At the moment, the US is now reviewing the relationship between Tanzania and US and America. And that has a profound effect on the economy of Tanzania. We shall be looking at that. And on the world stage, Putin and Europe. Wow. I hope. But this is probably just part of the radical way of, Putin trying to scare off the rest of Europe. Putin has issued a stern warning to European China, the Europe, that if you're there, or if you want war, we are prepared, we are ready, and we will come for you. All right. Okay. So now then where we get for any of them here where now then if you just join me for the first time, you're more than welcome with a different sound within our YouTube, with a Facebook, with a TikTok. Any sound you feel comfortable for our tree, please consider for do so. My name is Mr. Komon-Tok, and today, of course, at the 4th of December 2025, with the can't just for comfort on the issues that are better one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama's alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime we you there.
All right, so fam will go straight to the point. So sorry, guys. All right, so straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for rest. Waiting, as always, we get a gentle reminder. We can say sharing is caring. Please consider that, because it means a lot for us and of course for the community in general, especially at this time when the algorithm seems to be a little bit squeezed due to the copyrights, and of course we rely on heavily. We trust on our, we know see when I go, anyway. So again, this is shocking for we as a nation. An Afghan national commit a crime. An Afghan national commit a crime. The Afghan national has never visited Sierra Leone. We have no link with him. We don't know him. How we connected? How? This not the many questions where people in the ask. Why? Why we? Ghana, just so you know, they're not get no problem. Kenya, they not get no problem. They don't pull them. By the restriction, them, they don't pull them. Anyway, so I come to the point first. In this one, it touched the hearts of many patriots, Sierra Leoneans, and we truly care about the country. The embarrassment. The other day, I will recount Dr. Umfa, when I the spokesperson for APC in our parliament. Una be here to see. He said for the first time from where they travel go US. So the first time where you go, then go ask if you not get drug. When I watch the program also, why then be there with Munoro. You can imagine that. Now I just put this now your screen. The US has paused green card, which something clear. Everybody know this now. But we aren't sit down there. The US has paused green card and US citizenship processing for migrants from the following failed states and developing countries. That word way, failed states. Look, we country they Sierra Leone. All right. Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Like I said, we don't explain this. How does this concern us as a nation, as people? Now, the word failed states gets, it painful, it more or less, like degrading, humiliating for let somebody call a country as a failed state. Just like an individual, you say, well, you don't fail. As individuals, as somebody telling us in an ash word, right? But now we see Trump that for analyze them for we, because I know I'm going to the context, the definition of a failed state. Because if we go into that, we go probably argue what does it mean? Oh, put them for this interview, a grand time way within Air Force One, on board the Air Force One. Not listening waiting. I mean.
The people from different countries that are not friendly to us and countries that are out of control themselves. Countries like Somalia that have virtually no government, no military, no police. All they do is go around killing each other. Then they come into our country and tell us how to run our country. We don't want them. You got to talk up.
She said how many countries? Is there a list?
Well, I guess we gave you 19, right? There's probably more than that.
Is that what you mean when you mean third world countries, those 19?
No, I don't think they're all third world, but in many cases they are third world. They're not good countries. They're very crime-ridden countries. They're countries that don't do a good job. They're countries that don't register from the standpoint of success. And we, frankly, don't need their people coming into our country telling us what to do.
And you're talking about
I'm talking about like Somalia, where you have a congressman goes around telling everybody.
Okay, that was part of the blunt. He explained, say, what he mean? We know they do good job. We know they take care of a country. We know they, violence boku, corruption boku, institutional they function, and the risk, the list boku. And of course, we always really see, if you look at historically, their example here, them boku. For example, you go say between Somalia from 1990 to 2012, a lot of people insist an example of a failed state. Yemen also, a lot of people consider an example of a failed state. And we all Afghanistan again after, because literally like the governments and the function, and even Sudan. But with Sierra Leone context, now that's what we able to understand. Because we also understand, say, first, regardless of the matter, is at least some form of control that take place in the country. We get an army, we get a police, we get authorities where they rule people, life they go on. But I want to share what in Trump mean. You can get all into here, but when the institutions say no, they work well, law and order, we're supposed to get and say the three arms of government, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. In a democratic dispensation, these three arms of government are very important. And there should be checks and balance within. But for us, in our own context, Sierra Leone, only the executive is more powerful. But the proponent of this system, no one organ should be more powerful than the other. In other words, the judiciary not will be powerful past the executive will be powerful past the legislative, in the sense that they all for act in the interest, in the interest of the country. They are autonomous in their sense. At the same time, there should be checks and balances. We are in the legislature, for example, then get the right for invite even the executive members, including the president, then someone on critical issue. Also, the executive gets right for present some, critical developmental job for assign, can go some agreements where they're noting at the benefits of the country to parliament for let parliament approve. The judiciary get right also for check the excess of both, even the judiciary as the legislature as well as the executive arm of government, as the case may be. So in other words, we not for expect, see what did up in America. The Trump administration, the president, when at the part of the executive, it can give an order, but the judiciary can overrule her. It can overrule her. We see that was the case back there where enforce term. Just at this second term, he has now been emboldened because it's like you don't get you don't get support. So what are the time for talk? In the context of Sierra Leone, that doesn't seem to be the case. Once you are the president, the sitting president, you are like the alpha and omega. You can do whatever you want. You can sack the IG, you can sack the police, the head of army arbitrarily. You can sack the head of the judiciary. You can sack whatever, even institutions that are supposed to be independent, that are supposed to be, that are led down procedure. You can't just fire those people. For example, the audit service, you can't just fire them. But in real context, once you're not the president, get the, let me say, it's free, you get the wherewithal. I think that the word now, the wherewithal. You get unlimited power. Again, we go out the unlimited power. You can fire, you can sack, you can create anything more, it will fit you. Perhaps, maybe, if that's the point, the lens where you want to look at and say Salon has failed state, then so be it. Because now that's what they say literally. Look, what's that the church self where the big self where be raised? When I would remember when I the comment section, where in case because he raised some issues within the judiciary, I don't know his name again. Anyway, the name Semboko and the Lord just left Nandi. When I remember when I the comment section. So you this is the problem we would expect, and this is the thing. Maybe from the Trump perspective, this Salon a failed state. But again, in reality, on the ground, you go see everything. I mean, on paper, you go see everything. Then arms of government I would not name for now institutions say, oh, we get this, we get that, we'll do all. But when you come in reality, no say now one good person and they rule the entire country, and they decide, and they mark, now in the sack. So if a country be like that, you could probably say a failed state, especially when that particular country cannot afford or cannot even provide the basic amenities, the basic essential, the basic respect for human life, where other countries, and I don't forget about, for example, road, lights, water, food, things like these are just the basic where every country is supposed. Just like make you home. Your parents suppose at certain age supposed to feed you, because the obligation for let your parents feed you because they bring you calm na the world. Not to let you go bigger, or let them go bigger. Okay, forget about it. But then for beg you. For feed you. So what do they say for talk? A country is supposed to create what they can say the enabling environment, or let at least the citizens are able to get the basic necessities of life. This is not too magic. Other countries don't get it right. So no excuse. I don't like that excuse. No, government not going to do everything. We understand. No, we are not there, even America. But as a responsible government, allow certain things for operate out of your control. Allow certain things for go the way I suppose for go. Don't interfere. Because you see, they're like a system. Government are like a system. 2 or more, 3, 4, 5 components that they come together or build up the system. And once you begin to interfere with certain key components within the system, You don't cause friction. You don't cause problem along the line. And that will create like a ripple effect along the line. Just like the body, our body, na system, a perfect, the world, the globe, na a system. I'll take an example. The computer where you get so, that system, your phone, that system. An example I thought they try for me. This body, anything we interfere with, aside, if we interfere with any part of this organ, definitely it will tell on us. We don't know, not so. Even for itself, we eat past myself. We don't interfere, with how the normal process of the body, the organs and the folk, we don't supply too much food. A problem for. So what the time for talk here is, once we have this kind of system, we are in one person was done at State House and decide and they mark and sack. Well, perhaps maybe we'll get this continue forget this bad name for say a failed state, just like what this is now. For the first time, some of una say not a true, not a failed state. Some of una say una don't need Trump for say, as how the case may be. So let me just stop this one now, yeah. We go into the second one. We go to the second issue on platform tonight. Okay, now look at the second issue. Now, the MCC. All right, now the MCC very important. Now, I will tell you now what me know behind the scene. The MCC, the Trump administration, they really want to terminate them completely. Of course, when they come first, we impose them. So let our lobby behind the scene and say, okay. Now, Sierra Leone, get this clear. Sierra Leone now a strategic partner with the US. Don't neglect Sierra Leone. Don't say because US no, the US need we. They need we so bad in the sense, particularly with geographical location. If you move, let's say with a speedboat from probably the US or Canada alone, now they take it long, probably 7-8 hours. So within a point where if they need if they need for come within that sub-region for can't do anything, they're able to use airspace, with water, I mean, each country kind of a little bit of sovereignty they exist. So let's say, for example, America want count them on boats for go attack any part or for go, they need permission for let them use waterways. Maybe I just make an example. And I make, the world today can say, we all don't at this island. We are in a small village in the sense, regardless of the powerful of this particular entity, nation, or this person, you need this one because now so independent itself. Generally, when you broke the world, no country not they entirely independent. We are interdependent nations, even America, even UK, even Europe, because you only go say you independence where you will produce everything for you. No country not in the world will be able to produce everything for yourself. Look at how they make the iPhone. The iPhone gets different components from different parts of the world, where they are assembled at different parts of the world and put them together. One company they will make this phone, the cars, and many other things. So what's the time for talk? America needs Sierra Leone. And because of the election will be take place, we not go the way Sierra Leone one, where the American one then go, where America not be happy about. Of course, we see the Carter Foundation, we see the new, we see the European Union and others. They raise concern, serious concern. Their concern is a diplomatic language. You see, they raise concern. Like the election was not free and fair, but the Americans say no be get way or push or punish you into the points we are in, because again the opposition not be serious enough for even for fight for themselves. This is going to make them clear as how it is. So they not get like then they're in a difficult situation. Whether actually for kick Sierra Leone out for punish them, but Marabio, I always say they're one of the best lobbyists in America. Marabio, you get one of the best lobbyists in America. Yes, this I can tell you with certainty, with fact. You get some of the best. You get the lobbyists that would lobby for China. Can you imagine The lobby say when they lobby for China and Turkey, but they also and one of the allegations what they make against the American system generally is that the lobby they create some form of corruption. So if you see Madabian government survive up to this point, even the MCC, their approval, the imposer, and then their approval, not so because of them or the one, it's because of heavy lobbying. Now, let's come to the point so I talk see, in order for happen under Madabi regime. Now, one of the things they do, when you talk about politics, America na number one. Sabi politics. The cook can say, big pass you, most likely pass you. And beside the sheer strength of America in resources, in terms of education, in terms of structure, in terms of friendship, it just overwhelming for you. In a very small country, not even a state in America itself, you get the points. So what are the teleful talk? Now, yeah. The best, they don't look at and say the best what they can do, and will postpone it, will push, you understand? Will push we so reach. So if I can play one interview, I gladly when I see this, because this is information we don't get behind the scene for over 3 weeks, going to 1 month, going to 4 weeks, sorry, from 3 to 4 weeks. When I hear the director, the explainer, it just overwhelmed me for me. So, wow. Listen carefully where they confirm to you, say, at the tail end of President Bio, in time, then the work they even begin. That in 2027. So they're not behind this money. But so, because they already don't make commitment, they don't want lost Sierra Leone. And Marabio was so strategic. Look, I don't say this 2 million term. Anybody will underrate Mother Bio, you underrate her at your own peril. You do one at your own. I think this is sufficient for everybody. Just you don't poor. Mother Bio not supposed to really underrate. You know how for old. You know how for playing cards. When the U.S. ambassador back then, be say some kind of a little bit American will be angry the MCC because of the election concern. What you do? He go attempt, let's say, the link with Russia with a deal for create nuclear reaction for build a nuclear reactor. Where I tell now from the very moment we don't get our sophisticated technology and environments. They in fact have for let you create a nuclear program, a very hugely expensive, no country, that you don't get it. Russia not going to give you that money. But now strategy. And we see immediately after in foreign minister, Timothy Gona Moscow, I think 1 or 2 weeks, now you say the US government to approve. Not to so, I think nobody follow. This is just after the election done. So Marabio know how to play in politics in a way with diplomacy, with some kind of heavy lobbying along the side. You get people away higher, where people away know how to play with, how to playing card. So again, the US no one lost alone. But the best thing they go do now for drag this team to a point onto the table we say, now you go against. Now I want to play this 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Waiting the director be the say what's this one, what they can just now.
People were afraid that with the current Trump's policy, that might affect the compact. Did that have any impact on the compact implementation here in Sierra Leone?
So the administration reviewed all of MCC's programming, including the Sierra Leone Compact, very closely, and we were approved to resume implementation without modification.
The Office of the Vice President is in charge of the Compact's development unit is under the Office of the Vice President, and he has been very vocal on the issue of the MCC. When we last spoke with him, he said there has been some amount of money already in for the Compact. Can you confirm that country has started receiving funding from the MCC?
That's right. That's right. In fact, MCC has been funding Compact development for over 3 years now, and that's over $10 million in preparation funding. And then now that we've signed the Compact, but not entered into force, about 10% of the compact budget is available for mobilization, design work, preparation for the actual implementation, and some of that has been dispersed.
For many Sierra Leoneans, the compact implementation has been delayed. What can you say about that?
We're not on the original schedule, and plans change, but I'm glad to say that now we are back on track to resume implementation. We will be updating the timeline. It won't be the same as the initial timeline, but you know, these are large national infrastructure strategies, and they take time to organize. But I think now there is a strong agreement.
The compact was signed in 2024, and the compact implementation is within 5 years. 2025, we are going to 2026 now. We've just completed 1 year and going to the second year of the compact signing, and the time is almost going.
Right. So there's a clarification necessary there. There's a difference between that famous 5-year clock and the signing of the compact. So that 5-year clock actually begins when the compact enters into force, and that's a separate legal moment after signing. So the way it works is you sign the compact, you organize the Millennium Challenge Account Sierra Leone team that will manage the compact under the government's supervision, and then that team has to procure the consultants, the design work. The design work has to be completed. There's many steps of preparation before you enter into force. It's very important because that entry into force moment starts that 5-year clock. And once that 5-year clock starts, it doesn't stop. So with large infrastructure programs, for example, it's important to take time and do this preparation right so that you can actually complete it during the 5 years. It's not to say that work hasn't started and we're waiting until entry into force. No, no, no. Work is full speed ahead, but these large infrastructure programs require a tremendous amount of preparation in order for the 5-year clock to finish the program.
When the country is expected to enter into force in the implementation of the MCC compact?
The MCA Sierra Leone hasn't actually been stood up yet. There's not actually an executive team in place to build out that work plan. I think in our situation, we're probably looking at mid-2027 for entry into force.
For entry into force, and the 5-year clause starts?
Exactly.
Now, let's look at the...
Okay, but I think they're not even sure, say, the clock, the 5 years clock, they start 2027, not even enter into that. So these are the diplomacy. Now, once we all know now that this is now one of the strategy or keep we as, what do they say, the same way Sierra Leone, America need we. And another reason we make them not cancel our outright, that because America still needs Sierra Leone for vote in certain key resolution at the UN for the fact that we gain the presidency, we gain we are one of the non-permanent members, a very strategic position, and when it comes seats rather, now the United Nations, America need people there, allies them for help them for vote in certain key issues them. This are the reason these are one of the reasons we make the compact and still player. So you see, in total, they only say 10% available of the entire compact, 445, and it's 400 and the money safe. The way they don't trouble we for this money, the way they don't turn we. My good God! I begin to tell about poverty. This only result because one, not to say we're not able to generate that kind of money, not to say the country poor to that point that almost years. Just imagine almost years now. We'll begin the able this talk, this comment, this would I go, it's too much. You tell you, but you're afraid nothing. And not really afraid anyone. Well, maybe the advice I would might want to consider poverty. We can only live with this on. But anyway, let us start now. As how they get out. So for like you take away now, Trump don't ban we as a state, and the MCC they don't pause her. The MCC, the possibility for like a calm on a mother building regime is extremely unlikely for like happen. Yeah, the director say he think 2027. Say like I mean we know the way person say I think they're not even sure. But what's in there behind the scene now we don't tell us say possibility very slim. Listen, do they do it for let them by we? Well, other people like argue say one of the reasons we make Kanja say might be a firearm because that was optimism. This guy went and fired so Brian Hunt. Now, one of the lobbyists there will be the lobby for me strongly. Yeah, this a lot of people don't know. Well, maybe someday, somehow we will count some program. That ex-ambassador will left. Where go so? Where say people they sick if I go there and that guy, according to many allegations, make good money, and up till now, it still they make money in a salon. That was the guy who be the push at Washington, big time for US for Marabio. And also there is an allegation back there when they say the Sia Wutai, he get answer, he get shares in when he buy. Yeah, I will not know what's happen now country. Yeah. He gets shares in. And people that even go before for say some of these Chinese company, for example, that Leonco will not be a reboot for say Leonco, you get for kind invest in. Now one of the people in back when they say, create some kind of way, it's like when then they come as a diplomat, then they just come directly and get involved because that would probably raise an eyebrow, then get them middleman, then third party, people already put in strategic. We mining contracts then, we mining contracting, for example, the CI which I already talk about, so where Yonko be go take. This now one of the people that wouldn't say facilitator and he gets shot. Anyway, we'll go do more investigation on that and encounter that not just the allegation will be the pass away. But waiting for Marabio be fire Kanja, according to some sources, now because he was so optimistic that Brian Hunt be don't promise and say he make like this money. This money, if not so because of the politics or the play behind the scene, if I be don't can because I don't get it already. So why the money the implementation of a start? So if they hope say this it go begin to spend the money go come, America go begin pumping and take the position of the Minister of Energy. It's smart, it's smart because say they can't play with money. But the moment when Marabio say the money not get for calm that I make puts another person, I think not to Sicily puts in now. This now what we know behind the scene. And which I tell you, so it's not just about not an ordinary person, na office telly or this, that, or getting income. These are people that we're familiar, we're very close to the source. And then this information we get from. So that's the moment when a handover, when say, if I myself as a minister of energy, that clearly be, raise a highbrow for say something is not right. And of course, we go on the, on the ground and find out that more of the information, see, because you don't know, say the Americans and not get for release the MCC fund. That time they buy. Perhaps maybe person we do what they want. Anyway, I think let's tap that side. The other one where we go car with, where I'm sure plenty people now don't want here. Not listen, Balo. Listen, Salona country, yeah. Listen to what in the head of immigration is say. They can just now.
The contribution of the immigration department to the economy presently. The process, imagine every other citizen get for pay equivalent of $100 for a passport.
That's the irony. That money, 1 cent immigration they get. Let's only talk of government of Sierra Leone.
How?
The contract.
There's no contribution from the $100.
Nothing, absolutely.
Now next page no more they get.
No more.
No, Dr. Tifa, you need to explain this proper.
Now, next page, only they get that $100. No, you give 1 cent to government.
What's in immigration? They get now the form where people in
the only. Now, immigration staff, they do everything at that value chain they for produce that passport. Then they now office.
Now, when a space and they use for
print the passport. Space and they use for print the passport.
But how has this been happening that me they pay $100 for pass?
Successive government failures from 2000 to date.
Yeah, but this contract was renewed not too late to I don't think say it on 5 years with a review.
Anyway, that's
So how much for the form right now?
50,000, but because of the online, I think it's 57,000 commission charges because of the online payment.
All right. So again, like I say, we don't know. I don't know. Help people allow understand what's the logic behind government give 100% this net page that the contractor where they produce the sports day, and government according to what's in the immigration boss they say the $100 would they pay for the passport, and they all get will not even get maybe say or maybe 10%, 20%. So I'm not able to see the logic. Unable then say so sexy government say they all let them be involved in doing this kind of sort of like shaded. I don't know when we will learn as a nation. Why we don't get money? Is it that this guy gets so much sophisticated? I'm unable to understand. Completely unable to understand. No, unable. Seriously unable to understand. Passport, this age and time. We as a country, we're not able to print them for ourselves. We're not able to print them. How much it go cost? How much then guy would they make per week? God knows how much. God knows how much then guy they pay would they make. So imagine if government take that side, begin to print with passport. I understand. Somebody go say, okay, maybe the security features, they will say, no, net page don't get so much experience in printing these for avoid corruption, for avoid this, so it better let a foreigner a privatization. This is so they sell you. Privatization does not seem to be working now these days. Apart from that, a lot of countries are moving from privatization to public accusation because that's the only way you'll be able to serve a larger, more robust, a larger population. See this country, even when transport, most of the transport rail be there on private hands, the governments, they look way for even they not nationalize some of the transport sector for reduce, sort of like the private ownership. See what's going to happen in other parts of the country and the world, like China, privatization is very limited. We don't say entirely privatization bad, but when we absorb entire resources, this is a notion. This is something we've been taught in school, something we've been, sold out. Don't tell me this. Everybody believes, say, for let you run a government, even for do this, you need a private person for doing. But yeah, even I can say capital flight. When those private entities come to your country, what happened with the profit? They will repatriate those profits back to their homeland. It's just a simple, just a logic. Just a logic. Look like, for example, then I'll not say all man, but a good number of Sierra Leone then get money in that then continue. So those people who are going to invest hundreds of millions of dollars, whether in mining, whether in different services, whether in construction, their sole aim is profit, to maximize profit. And when they make a profit, what do they do? So I still, like I said, unable to understand. I will try to find out more. Hopefully, maybe somehow we'll get to where we talk with immigration officers and maybe they understand the logic behind why we allowed a foreign entity for the producer passport and we are not getting anything. Anyway, it's not just a question. Like I said, baffle a lot of people and me said not get much for talk on that because it's coming from the people that we demand the agency. And we hope say no more Balo is not going involved because we don't see two of him boss and colleague there. They involve they get party with Deckard. We don't go forget. We raise that. Anyway. Now another controversial decision where we see I just put this now. The Chief Justice don't make they don't pass a sweeping let me just tell for all right. Okay. So the Chief Justice don't put this notice out. Okay. You see, even before this notice come out, before they release them, We don't see similar rhetoric from even the vice president. Okay. Now, let me read for you first what this then say. I just see. Their addressing to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, practice direction. It reads, this practice direction is issued in response to the illegal production, distribution, and use of drugs and pursuant to the National Drug Control Act 2008 commencement. This practice direction shall come into force with effect from 1st of December 2025 until further notice. The following directions are hereby issued. All charges relating to drugs and drugs-related offenses pursuant to National Drugs Control Act 2008 shall be concluded in High Court. In the High Court. It's not the small court. High Court. Okay? Now, I'll go. So, which means I serious offense now. They don't upgrade her. They go before. It said, no bail shall be granted to the defendant charged with no bail shall be charged with defendant charged with offenses pursuant to the National Drug Control Act of 2008, save in accordance with the Section 70, subsection 1 of the Criminal Procedure Act 2024. There shall be speedy trial of all drugs and drugs-related matters. All courts dealing with drugs and drugs-related matter may also sit on Saturdays. Apologies, I know this. See it far from. Custodial sentence shall be given in the defendant found guilty of offense under the National Drug Control Act 2008. All right, the last one way a lot of people don't talk about now is any person found guilty of offenses under Section 7A, subsection C, 7A and C of the National Drug Control Act 2008 shall be sentenced to time in prison not less than 30 years. Not less than 30 years. So if they catch anybody, according to the directive where the Chief Justice don't give 30 good years. Okay, so it's just similar to waiting the Vice President to be the same. I'll take you back into memory lane.
Systematically. And then we also can tell you that say, as chairman of the police council, I've been don't give instructions, say, anybody with an old push business, you need to get bail. I let you get 150 lawyer, you need to get bail. I let you bring all the lawyer there, you need to get bail. I let you bring human rights activists there, you need to get bail. When they catch you pankush, you know get bail. With the sentence, then the court don't begin sentence people in a lung and a loan shark. With the sentence them just today, we don't then over the weekend we intercept 2 containers then. Where you get things then. 7 people away import the container, then they in custody. We they pan check the container them. We don't finish the first one, we don't find out some elements, then they pan check the second container. Then 7 people then they in custody, they'll not go ever see sunlight. They will be charged and we will sentence them. And no amount of lawyer no going to pull them from outside and they. So then they can explain that part the way they do. The Ministry of Youth self there, instead they can explain what in themselves don't they do across the country with the youth council them. The opportunity we then get for create awareness and sensitization for young people. The Attorney General, instead go come, instead go explain, say, as a government, we don't dedicate 2 magistrates. Them magistrates are they need to do no work. They need to talk no case. The only case where they talk, na drug case. Then no get no work, na down they no more than they talk. So you carry drug case every day, they're ready for talk button. So then they are dedicated. The Attorney General who can tell you about Dande and tell you about the high profile case them back within a court. And in the next couple of days, we begin to see how the court they roll out penalty. Like what I say, no matter the lawyer the way you get, you know go accommodate. We get the Minister of Health. The Minister of Health go can tell you that the infrastructure we don't put in place for able no say for able not only for provide clinical assistance to the victims them where we they can do, but also for let tell you that the effort we don't make for identify any product who feel say is dangerous for young people and for pull them na the pharmacy and totally.
Right, that's just a flashback, but some of the robust measures where the vice presidents be they give out, what thing they would do if they catch you, you get 50, 150 lawyers there, you know, they get billed, you go put you in a pandemic road, blah blah, as the case may be. But now we come to what people and get concerned about this. A lot of people that don't argue for say this particular law, if only it meant for scared people and from involved in this particular menace, this particular bad trade where they destroy with lives there, we picking them with family, it good because they self technically not kill, then they kill. Let's just share something. This I just happened today. Time not be there for let's just share. These are from I'm sure plenty people nobody's page you then call Hope Sierra Leone. See somebody just die out of Kush, just die House of Hope. I think House of Hope. Let's just share and I just see the lady body see House of Happiness rather. House of Happiness. I think I like the name, but then it's if we don't be House of Food. But anyway, let's just share what in share. Just few moments ago, then say the body, let's just share. Now see, let's just share. So I just want to do a connection. I see if this law 30 years, because those people already involved, they're also responsible for kill people. So if them give them 30 years, an officer are bad. But I get the point so I can. Let's just share this for us.
For government. Government, they follow processes. Government, they follow
greeting everybody and welcome to Sierra Leone. Today the 3rd December 2025.
So on the screen now,
we don't get another push victim we don't lost in life today. And very, 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 very sorrowful, you know. And very, very sorrowful. Greeting everybody and welcome to House of Happiness Sierra Leone. Today the 3rd December 2025. As you see, we don't get another push victim we don't lost in life today. And very, 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 very sorrowful, you know. And very, very sorrowful. Greeting everybody and welcome to House of Happiness Sierra Leone.
Again, let's come back. The point what I tell for say is this 30 years imprisonment for people who then found guilty of this kind illicit drug where they rampant where they kill people in the country. If fair enough. The problem where people in the get, what if they use this against the opposition? For example, then go then go find a key opposition figure where perhaps it don't turn bona truth. Maybe then go set them up. Maybe then go sell an IOs. Maybe just anyway, we know how politics they play in Africa, not so. Apart from Africa, said that the world, we know how politics they play generally, but we on politics is think. So people in the race concern say, perhaps maybe Governments, if they look, they're not going to and will probably consider for use this one, and that will just spoil the entire, whatever good faith this law there for. But anyway, it's entirely up to we as a nation. But what are they see? What are they saying? No more anything will they make any law way for help for law we deter raise this concern. For me, it's okay as long as we don't politicize them, we don't abuse them, we don't misuse them, because people learn. They say youth, the future. You know, the youth, the future. Yeah, how could they be the future where the present will destroy? Whether by governments not doing enough. So if you did the kind of them robust mention, yeah, I can understand who side people they come up from, the concern within the race. But at the same time, I think some of the laws are fit for letting scared people, or at least let it not be just selective. But the problem is, we all know, even when we don't get them beautiful laws there, then robust lawyer, then tough laws there, then tough talk here, when certain people commit a crime, they walk away. But when certain people commit the crime, in the jail, this is a problem. And law, like what they can say, a blind, that's what they say. Not so. The one that will study law, then say the law is blind. But we on law, it look like that you are here and I'm blind. So wait till they're hoping for that, the anti-corruption, I be there doing Korea in time. When I be no anti-corruption, I be there. So because now the anti-corruption, the eagle, I be gets now eagle. When I be member, not so what people they do now, they say they balance they go side, side the eagle, not they see side the other ID. We side not they see, they thief. But now I don't put on 2 years. But even as that, now I look like I don't blind completely. But anyway, just sort of a little bit of almost within the conversation. All right. So the last one we'll put in are these incidents where police put out regarding some people that would decide to take the law in their hand or end the life of one man.
Chana hapa tipo bilonka. Una komanda. Achi return kama mchiko. Okay. So make short video, yeah?
We are on it.
When Saturday, when the 29th of November 2025, me na the divisional crime officer for South Police Division, me na Inspector Nyelenke, I dealt with a team of police officers comprised of the DTO, ASP, Mr. Joseph Thomas Koruma, and several investigators, including the media. We dealt with one suspect in Usman Conte in Rogbom, Kayana Puta village. Sometime on 26th of November 2025, we got a report of missing person where involved one Cherno Jalo when a full of where they say he missing around this village. Well, from where we got later, we understand say in incompetent camp with the intention for captive animal based on which we gather. Within the period, this Usman Conte and incompetent within a police custody and apprehend this Cherno Jalo. Later, they kill him out of, according to them, it's in anger. Today, Usman Kautwi, now this senior for Kanshui, said and say them bear Cherno Jalo. So, Usman, I am not bear Cherno Jalo according to you, so? Eh? Yes. So, I must bear him.
Me, I need to do the action. And Piero, Chef Abu, Udamana Asana.
I can't bear na.
Yeah.
So, I manage to be as in Adam bear.
Now ask be asked there.
No, you say missing a rule sign Bokuli man.
Okay.
Now ma answer no go be out come chiri. If I'm the man going to mammy, me premium in the fire toko, catching Adi, Negeconi, Medigani for me. aba bibi mine itere jone kepa ko na ka bo o ki abopo hosham ka ojemi mediki kona awu ogino pu bubu ke mo lilimo bubu ke pampambo hambu poki kepa toni okwa kapa ya ba ko mi so mo ngi anga mbuto go chama ko su beti ke beru peti biar wo ibimo sobel kepa ke mi ba sobel kepa no sobel me andu bini ifa ko pro bini ngabay kepa di yemi mi ko ne ichiko no pito je pa sobel mi ne ke ko ni kampant no.
Okay, well, as an already, we have a team of youth mandem from Madina village with the chief. Because of certain customs rights, they're not able to see the grave site. So therefore, we can't dig now see if we do is man show you actually a true say the bad person, and we'll do other procedure where investigation require. So now start with yeah.
All right, so this now, like I said, this now just like a lawlessness. Assuming say this not thief, we go thief, not thief man. Lord just put on us in a thief man. There is law. Police day. Arrest this person. Citizen arrest can get. Citizen can arrest somebody, particularly where you get evidence against. You can go get the law. Let the law deal with that. But for that, you take the law that you earn, and what's not there anyway. We just Lord just start the program here when it comes to we own local news, and of course we go to the African news. We are in Trump versus Tanzania. All right, okay, all right. So let's share first. I want to take you first quickly the particular walk discussion where it's regarding. So we can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. Oh, yeah.
All right. So this is the speech. Let me rewind it. Okay. It has been translated, but I will read for you the translation here. But of course, you will hear we are
visingizio vyote hivi vinaungwa mkono na nje.
Who are you?
Hawana hata hivi. Nje huko wanakaa Tanzania ifanye moja, ifanye mbili, ifanye tatu, halafu ndio itakuwa hivi. Who are you? Niwaulize ndugu zangu, niwaulize, kwao hayatokei? Kwao hayatokei? Tumenyanyua sauti sisi kusema ya kwao, wanadhania bado wao ni masters wetu, ni wakoloni kwetu. Kitu gani? Ni fedha chache wanayotugaia, ni fedha chache wanayotugaia.
Okay,
na fedha yenyewe sasa hivi.
The translation here from what we have here. This is trending, by the way, on social media. Who are you? You think we are still your colonies? She was probably directly talking to America. You think we are still your colonies? President Samia reaffirmed Tanzania's sovereignty, warning foreign detractors that the nation's destiny belongs solely to its citizens, not outsider interests seeking profit from instability. So this was a speech. She was, she has been rebooked because of this. But the U.S. has released a strong message here. Let's just read them for one back from the other point. I don't know if I see from I just want to find the page. Okay, very well. All right. So the US said review. In fact, this was today. After that speech, this was very fast, review of US bilateral relationship with Tanzania. December 4th, 2025, the United States valued its long-standing partnership with the people of Tanzania, which has brought prosperity to our populations and security to the region. Recent actions by the government of Tanzania, however, raise grave concerns about the direction of our bilateral relationship and the reliability of the Tanzanian government as a partner. As a result, the United States is comprehensively reviewing our relationship with the government of Tanzania. The government of Tanzania, ongoing repression of religious freedom and free speech, the presence of persistent obstacle to U.S. investment, and disturbing violence against civilians in the days leading up to the following Tanzania October 29 elections require this consideration of our ties. These actions have put American citizens, tourists, and U.S. interests in Tanzania at risk and threaten to undermine the mutual prosperity and security that have defined our partnership for decades. The United States cannot overlook actions that jeopardize the safety of our citizens or security and stability of the region. The future of a bilateral relationship with the Tanzania government will be based on its actions. All right, so this was the press release, I think, for let me just share. I want to share what is happening currently in Tanzania. There are armed guard, military personnel all over the place. Let me just share something here. Okay, so this is the pictures. This is the current situation in Tanzania at the moment. Let me share. So this is the current situation. Can you imagine? This is the current situation in Tanzania as we speak. Yeah. So this is a direct diplomatic rebuke, by the way, which they now have to go through scrutiny for their actions. Okay, now we go now the other side. As soon as I don't see, we go now the Europe. We now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama alone. Now we all right, this is Putin, of course.
I've said that 100 times. We have no plans of fighting against Europe. But if Europe wants to fight and they start this fight, then we are ready right now. There is no doubt about this. But the only question is, if Europe starts the war, unleashes this war, because that's not Ukraine. With Ukraine, we use some surgical means. We are trying to be really careful. Because you understand why. This is not a war in the direct sense of the word. And Europe, all of a sudden, wants to start a war. And if it does start a war, then very rapidly there might be a situation where we have no one to negotiate with. I've said that 100 times. We have no plans of.
All right, this has been going on for quite some time. I think just bluffing around. All right, so Fambunaya will tap the program. If you just join we will look at key issues in TD. One of the issues will be to look at that US non-brand Sierra Leone as a failed states and the MCC funds that don't put them force on hold, probably not gonna forget anytime soon. And the Chief Justice don't see and drug them for 30 years imprisonment and We also look at head of immigration said passports, the prince, and they get nothing there. And of course, we look at police killing and the African news. We feature Tanzania as well as world news. We feature Ukraine. Well, now, Mr. Komon-Tok, any of these issues where you find interesting, one comment on, one call, more than welcome. We'll take 2 minutes. Turn for talk.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political.
All right. Yes, we got the first caller. Yes, call outside. You call from?
I mean, the talk to?
Yes, who side you call from?
I call from Freetown.
Okay, you got the platform. Go ahead. Thank you for joining us.
I get worry for the country. Like I can always say, MCC, another thing say they been get plan for this money to Sierra Leone. And I will highlight some points that wait to make a talk show. They will try for soft in this government that they will do the necessary things for this country. Because for anything so far, we then say that they give this money, certain things then the way government go out of hand, then we call the government to attention for let them be stable. That's now one. The aggressor, when I put in, if you do certain things then, we want to let them down too. Say, Finland don't prepare for a long time. Now it is afraid for good to war with the NATO countries because say he will defend Ukraine so for 3 years, MCC 72 hours, now 3 years so plus. Now it is in the thing say if Finland ready, Poland respond, let Latvia go respond. So that is afraid. So now make it bring this threat in. Me, Putin me don't know say now only them go for Bhutan before they notice say yes, the war not good. That's all. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Putin, don't put we all pan wahala. Okay, I don't miss this one. This one. Miss this one. Don't miss this one. This one. This one again. See that happen. This one. All right. Okay. This one can signer. Yes, Abdul. Thank you very much for joining us. Where they call from for the benefit. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. The war against drug in Sierra Leone, they're against that.
Okay.
Then sentence all and the key. If they're in good faith and the twam, they're against. Because we see the life to the perish. But to be honest with you, this picking and choosing, they're against. And if them people that will fight against drug, they do sincerely. To be honest with you, let God not forgive them for that. I mean, the search and the search. If I I think I've been sending you a video of one of me barrel lamb, the way where they professionally damage them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against that, you know, because then me tell me say randomly they go to sack. They say Parliament will not urge them, tell them for the sack, which is good. But Mr. Komon-Tok, what you get for no? And airport, I mean, a ports like that, they were secure. They tell me say then are award-winning ports.
Yeah.
That simple thing like a traveling lock. They forget key for that. The reason why make some of you they use traveling lock? Now because we know say if they're ready for check, traveling lock available everywhere. You can for open the thing easily, then you lock them back. But you go damage somebody in lock, not just me, but other people then you left the thing exposed like that. I mean, it don't make sense. With the kind of award and the winner for getting simple lock in it. You know? That's the point I make. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdullah, as always on points. Thank you. Let's take another voice. Caller, who's side you call from?
I call from the United States, sir.
The great Babatunde. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Mila, how you doing? How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
You know, you see, I'm fine, sir. But like Mother Bio, one pandea we not take and say it gets sense, brother. Mother Bio no get sense. If you get sense, all what they do now, waiting and they show them for do, then they push them. I knew Mother Bio as a boy in Botown in the 70s. I was with Kaman Labungi. I know them all. Like them Mother Bio, them we Kanja them and all them and the Prince in them and all. I know them na Botown, I see them. I can pick who that get sense, who that no get sense. And number two, you see, like this man, that clip the way you show about Julde, if you take the clip before you program before that program day, you go believe say, I know say yes, this kush business and this drug business, Bilai will carry me for people that not swear for that day, and not they don't. When I be make my statement before that program day, now the next program it comes through that it can make that way and call that remarks day. When I make them back this time, now return them begin make this ajaja. I will quote Ibrahim Taki. Ibrahim Taki, now he says so you say, letting people and believe now they deal with them with. He said, my Lord, your judgment contrast. He said, but I will not blame you. If these people that came to give evidence in this case are taking hold on what they believe, Ibrahim Taki last word. Then when we go swear, then go with them call give evidence. The man na kafiri, you go give him Quran and Bible for swear. Man, you know, deal with kafiri the kafiri way. Na kafiri you go put kafiri too. Yes. You know, I go left and show me, Lord.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Take another voice. I'm from the other platform.
Hello?
Yeah, get the platform. Side you call from?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Komon-Tok. I'm from UK. And they enjoy Mr. Babatunde all the time. Listen, brother. You know what? When somebody brand Sierra Leone as a failed state, so you don't narrate the issues there time and time again. If a country make election with no results, that country they tell me if a country they kill people the way they protest. You see the killing. These are things that we did on the internet. You know, not to say if go dig a country we get drug law, this how they die. Somebody they go see for them beat and kill them. So where is the law? Tell me. A country where police officers they go now the parliament, then they fight they go enter the house. So just justify Trump's statements now, for God's sake. So that kind of country there, how you call yourself? More be real now. Look at Jude Jallo where they talk about somebody that people then before when this kush business come. People fail to understand say Jude Jallo himself now part of the drug trade. These are the guys who they make money. Then drugs they come up space. All them container when they go and make sure we don't see now Turkey. Would that then get madam you now you close portion anything. But let me say then how the operator of Turkey so private they not get thing they for check proper for see for scan people and load personal scatter. How somebody they go get drugs case, you see for jail and 30 something years. Where the law now? Somebody when they send that post way and come then crime variation. You know they look into them. Why you just one bundle and sentence them just like that? When madam you make this proclamation, you don't go parliament, you one person, the chief justice one just make an impose on the people. The same thing they do for COVID. How COVID the thing they just can't put an amount, you don't even go parliament for endorse them. That's why they take 3 people during the COVID-19 time. The same thing. Then they are now parliament for approval, again for lay on a parliament. You know they are above the law. You as a chief justice or whatever.
Okay, thank you very much, Ahmed.
It just the go impose their law they are there, they kind to effect.
Thank you.
These are proper law. They they work like that for God's sake, my brother.
Much. I get your point.
It's terrible anyway.
Yeah. I will take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello, Komon-Tok. How you do?
Yeah, me what Abia before you join me, just a second, please. Yeah, we fumble on our Facebook. There is an issue. We don't lost the page. We don't lost the page on our Facebook right now, but we don't connect a new one. We apologize for that. All the one that we want call me from Facebook. So yeah, that make we can always say if it's like subscribe side, just in case Facebook there's so much issues sometimes for this. But we don't send back a fresh page, a fresh link when we watch. All right. Yes, my brother. Where you call from?
I call from the UK.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Komon-Tok. And this is my first time for calling the program. But I don't follow your program always. The reality in that the main disappointment that the level we Sierra Leone don't go. If I follow the trend, if I know say this whole thing will happen to Sierra Leone from America and from the election year manage. Then start first for give press statement. When I recall when Madam go to America, go make statement say now America won't put hand by the election, even in democracy no good. Because any thief the elections, then get evidence against them. From there, they restrict people when ECSL people not for go America. From there, they extend them to specific government people. From there, they extend them to Sierra Leoneans and say, they go visit again. From there, they ban the country. From there, they don't go down to America to people where they live there now. So if you follow the trend, you will not see the fundamental side where America don't get problems with Madam. Now because of these elections. And why they thief the election? Now because of the drugs. The people can get the information in there. You understand? So we not for hide down there. Now this kind of thing happen at the country. Nobody know they talk. No opposition know they talk. No journalists know they even talk about that. Nobody. And it is scary. For make you can follow the country this, so how many people they contribute to the development of the economy? What is how Salon connect to Afghanistan? It's not even connect, but follow the trend, how this thing started. So Usai we don't date today. And now they say that they don't submit another list for make 30, where they for the total ban.
All right.
It's still a go.
Thank you very much, my brother. I will take another voice. Thank you for the contribution. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, call outside the call from.
Boss T from Belgium.
Hey,
Komon-Tok.
Yeah, Boss T. Thank you for joining us.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. And yourself?
Just an advice that you give to Sierra Leoneans then. You want the way then they surface and on the ground for fights for the freedom of the nation. And you talk to them, let them not give up. Mother will kick them from that place. Sierra Leone, lucky. Sierra Leone don't become laughable all over the world under this criminal and the rest. The only thing, Lord will just continue. Lord will believe the fights they will fight on the ground and surface for Lord will redeem our nation. But the rebels they will get now this nation, now our country. they really get bad plan for the nation, really. And then they just recruit more and more other nations. And in future, we will reshuffle some tribes and us alone. Now we'll continue for first. I know.
All right, okay. We had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Interreligious Council from Moyamba District.
All right, thank you for joining us. You get the plan.
Yeah. The concern here for this program for today about this coach area where the government through the regime of Madabio and that they will experience this. And we sisters and brothers then will until they die rapid across the country. And myself as a interreligious leader, would they follow, would they go to meetings? I mean, my location directly, I'll tell you today, Bradford Asidon. But the network can bug me. But the only way what they will able to do for stop this thing, let them do like how they do before the Ebola. Because the religious leaders, if they use them for the preach the mosques, or they preach the other communities, the meetings them, they sensitize your brothers and sisters them, they will be able. But now for free, inside this community, the kind number of both men and women, the way they use this thing, kush, then go work for each other, they for go for say they buy them. If some of we, they work at them granates, or they brought, you want to go eat, or you want to go do for buy cigarettes, we get money no more, and for go smoke kush. At the end of the day, waiting the hamburger day, waiting the be the repercussion, and a sick. And we sick, you know go for long, and they die. If I can remember, about 8 or 9 to 10 they don't die in this community. I know go say about the entire chiefdom at the community no more. And across the chiefdom, if they check if they say WHO for pass for collecting data collection, you go bring, then we'll get them boku.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll take another voice. We'll take 2 more calls and then we'll wrap up the program. Call outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. I call from the Komon-Tok family.
Thank you for joining us. The platform.
Mr. Komon-Tok, you talked about one side today, but this former ambassador, American ambassador, Brian Hunt, you understand? If you remember the first one we did it before Brian Hunt came, where this government may put fire behind them, but let them pull them, let them change them, because they say you want to interfere into the election. You understand? You remember that time? You understand? And yes, you remember in talk one word, see, in last interview, see, the stance of in the United States
You're right.
never change.
You're right, my brother. You're right. I saw you for just jumping. We almost see the Bianca time, but time be too. He will really be later. But thank you for reminding. You should say on this thing already. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I have 30 seconds.
And this Brian Hunt, I would definitely tell you, if you really see this Trump administration, you understand go investigate them. But in doing instance alone, no doubt. Because this guy is one of the biggest lobbyists in Salon. Now in China, this government, many of the lobbyists, them, you understand, the way they lobby for this government, but into your own channel. You know what he making resign? Because of the fact that we didn't bring come out, you understand, in all rhyme. And America, any way American, the citizen and the embassy day must not say they get secret service personnel then at the country. This is the fact. You get me?
Yeah.
You know, then get Secret Service personnel where they did it. And this guy na me Democrat. Now like Republicans don't come. Now what did Trump do? What he do? He sent everybody for look to all the activities of the different countries them. And the thing we can pump up now, that this guy we did this drug lord, we Holland call America for help. Just give Trump an easy way. You understand?
For justify,
for put this ban
Anyway,
against
thank you very much, my
You
brother.
understand?
Thank you very
So,
much. We had another voice.
and the government, I need to tell you, they really they totally off topic right now for clear these things.
No.
Thank you. May God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you. Yeah, we take another voice. Okay, this no take this one. All right, we're going to take two more calls. I like this person in profile. Despite let's give it despite the beats anyway.
Mr. Komon-Tok. Yeah, bad day at the office yesterday.
Yeah, bad day.
Yeah, but never mind. Kushepa, let God bless you. Yeah, yes. But what I want to talk is this Chief Justice. He get a constitutional mandate for such proclamation or make a blanket law. You don't can go parliament for ratification.
It's a good question. I don't be too now when I ask.
Yeah. You see, because we get to be careful because you don't make the variant. Because they talk about 30 years for importers them, or them people then get 1 or 2 jamba or 1 or 2 kush. Yeah, and people they win at the law of society. So it not give the variation. It a blanket law. So me worry now, let them not abuse the law. Yeah. Then the other thing when you set the sort of the explainer I say, then you also use them for opposition people and not like. So you see, I don't think we need a human right in a saloon for can. Regardless of the fact that we want fetch this kush, why you got the cat in a saloon, we don't not deal with its emotions. Yeah? Saloon a country of law, however it be. So Lord do the law. Let one man, because a Chief Justice go sit down and corner no more, and just make a proclamation. Tell anybody who then take 30 years. What about the net importers? What about the variants, the variations? They need to know. So me go advise, say, let's see with society, lawyer society, them, the bar association, let them ask this judge, this Chief Justice, let bring such a recommendation at Parliament for ratification. I'm going to advise that, Mr. Komon-Tok.
My brother, thank you very much. And it's Silent and Aleka. Thank you very much. Indeed. Okay, now we had, all right. We add this, this one. All right, we add 2 more bonus. We add 2 more bonus, then I'll wrap up the program. Yeah, Lance from the other side of the world. Lance, thank you for joining us. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us.
Hello?
Yeah, you're live. Hello?
Sorry, I don't know.
Right. Okay. We take maybe one more call, then we'll wrap up the program. Just one more. One more call, then we'll wrap up the program. Okay. Don't miss this one. So they give 2 more calls. Let's see if we'll add this one. All right. Now come on the comment section. Start from the one come from yesterday. First, George Walker. Okay, George Walker. They try to send. Microphone said they try to send. Abubakar, they say educate the citizens not to settle Dance. Should stop dancing in the streets, showing support for a politician. And this one they come up from Kelvin Sisse. Thank you, media friend. And KK, good evening. Gloria. Ismail, it's really sad to hear that the promise of MCC grants in limbo. I said this because that this regime will never come to the same sham. And this one they come from say Mr. Salon come feel country because great support see Lord, take it. Sarah first. Yeah, yes, yeah, it's key. So one. So what do you expect to say with a bunch of governance, sorry, set of Lennox for so I love that. Always sure. George, they say first world countries are thriving also are developing. That's the point. I like that. You see, there is good and bad. There is bad in anything where they happen in the world. Whether it depends on some cases something at the end of the day get something Trump did to right now to Africans. Ask me, are they against vex? No. Still out of sustained, continuous failed policies, corruption, tribalism, lack of not a bill where economies will not give up to we don't want them. Let's face it. Why some of we deny, not because no. When I finished my first degree, for that. And when it done, that was the main purpose. The point why they make here is, but we assume clearly, say, no see opportunity, no see when I return job. They go with speed. But home, as always, there's challenge. And now you don't even times 4, times 5, times more. Anyway, so me not they blame Trump. But I just say this could be Aaron Cole, a sort of like a wake up call if you want, if you like for so. But we can do it. I mean, look at the population. Africa ain't the youngest. Forget about it. Most valuable, the most valuable resources in the world, human resource. Human resource is the most valuable resource. It's abundant. George they say, what need to be here? I do not need for any leader to tell me that Sierra Leone is a failed state. This one they say, Mr. Komon-Tok asks why Sierra Leone is desperate to align themselves with America and the rest. I think we should follow Sahel countries. Snake bite. The West na snake. Anyhow, na snake party. This one they come from Pakistan. Countries in terms and in that would benefit some. Stop doing business with terms and conditions unfairly. Abubakar, this is the same thing. All of us talking, saying a lot of people the sense of pan-Africanism, sense of belonging, having the patriotism in them, and they come with this idea, say, look, the Sahel are moving fast. I mean, it's too much for me. Go lend money, for buy two, for hire expatriates, you're paying. Oh, George Walker, okay, get two and George. All right, I know this guy. Mr. Komon-Tok, in this interview, President Donald Trump was going after Minnesota says yes. So the point we will take here is Bill State interview. They say they names them all the under Bill State. Say those countries, and specifically mention Somalia because Omar is Republican. I'm sorry, Democrats. One of the lawmakers, and then they pull eye to eye with Trump for a very long time. She was one of the congresswomen that was criticizing Israel. Of course, she has been a vocal critic of Trump. And of course, Trump does not like anyone. He just like someone to praise him. That's all. Praise him. Oh, that's yeah. So yeah, we don't follow the interview then too much. So this is where we are counsel in context with what you say. Make a back the text with the in post we put. So I'm sure say clarity don't clear. This one they come up from Abubakar. I don't know if that's the same. I envy the side. Hassan is say, but Sierra Leone is this comprises the entire executive, all the government, parliament. This one they say, this ex comment of Ambassador called from Sierra Leone was unable to persuade the field government. This one they say the Komon-Tok are not the only country but not they get results so states. What about how they just completed their elections and now there is no election result? I don't know if okay yesterday we wrong out that Wednesday. Yeah, no election. Was like the head of the election, the head of the election commission has announced that some people or some men, some guys or whatever, they stole the server, they stole computers, they stole the papers, so they cannot pronounce the result. They can't. What they say, Trump mentioned in his statement that narco and so not be surprised to say we have government citizens. This one, PB, they say America is not electing rogue politics. Yeah, I agree. Somebody somebody say, yeah, so sorry about that. I like this. alas, the government. That's it. I like that. I like that. It's just a reality. Somebody just called that the line is say low sensitize people and that's what you do. So you they call you the day everything. I mean, that's the time they spend. Not because no elect Mr. Komon-Tok. No, far from that. Because of the love of the country. Guess what? Most of the thing we don't talk into in the global context. For example, begin telling the movement what we see, if we not take time, even people in car. Imagine, in America, in Trump America, there is a clip what we do today. Do a little bit of research. Perhaps maybe tomorrow, if you don't watch it, go watch it on YouTube. Maybe we'll go counter, say even by then a lot of people watch, we'll put her. Now, even if you don't get offense, if you don't get offense, it don't thinking you open that. Can you imagine? Now, forget a green card, no the study you get confidence. Now, that is not even guaranteed. Not even guaranteed. Can you imagine? So we always say, if you get green card, you avoid salon, abandon salon. And we'll begin talk here, their actions are not be taken seat. I'm sure they follow, not so. We begin talk then to we say then go start with, start to force the illegal migrants then. Be understandable. Because people know what they rush kind of like just like that. Never put. Don't care now for decades. The form, the party is set for government. If they succeed in premiership, they will abolish indefinitely. And what you go do? That in country, they abolish America. People look at even if all the allegations, all the asylum cases are all. So if you don't for asylum, it's not a problem. Anyway, let's just stop the program here as issues and they done. All right. Yeah, Jibril Kuyate, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Jibril Kuyate. Judge, they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, the king of style, to love the shirt. Ah, really? No. Yeah. It's like, anyway, thank you for complimenting yourself. Probably, with the time for car with Hope and June 2, probably on Sunday. Or we go give one can discuss issues like budget with the Finance Act. Also, want to discuss about census and other things. Today, I'm Mr.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime we pay, we go rise for the sake of the youth. Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From salon to the wall where they stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, this how we voice. Army supreme, make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Vibration of vibes, we come from. Komon-Tok, a place to be. We the young and prayer for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. shine the light, the truth must show. Come on, talk together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on, talk, where the minds go meet. Come on, talk, this now we voice. Army look, we they make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration and vibes, we they come from. Come on, talk, the place to be. We they young and clear for you and me. Come on, talk, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we they pave the way. Come on, talk, ooh yeah. We they talk on real.